Welcome back. Well, on today's WLOX Book Club, we're featuring the new romantic novel that embraces the imperfect heroine in The Palace at Dusk. And author Angela Terry dives into kind of a gray area that only a complicated romance can bring. And she joins us now to talk about this. Angela, thanks so much for joining us. Good to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit about this story, because I know you're a lawyer, and really the central figure in this book is a lawyer as well. And it gets a little dicey, right, as far as her romantic involvement here.
It's very murky. But anyway, yeah, so here, my book here, Palace at Dusk. So in this book, she is a corporate attorney who is working late one night, and her office crush comes into her office and asks if she'd like to grab a drink. And the main character, Jay, has a rule of never dating at the office. But, it's late at night. Her defenses are down. It's a Friday night. She says, they go for a drink. Well, they go for a couple more drinks. And soon Jay is, breaking her rule of never date at the office. But at a certain point, she learns that her crush, Brad, has a wife and child. But unfortunately, at that point, it's too late. She has fallen in love, and she kind of needs to decide between her heart and her head. Exactly.
So all of this gets started before she knows about the marriage.
Exactly.
When you write stories, obviously you're a lawyer, she's a lawyer. Do you, I'm not implying that this is you, but,
right.
but circumstances, you pick up on those, right? And it also makes it easier when you're writing about different things they're working on in the office and in the courtroom, et cetera.
Totally. And, that was part of it. Because I've worked in large firms, there's a lot of office politics and dynamics and things that happen, in these firms. And it was just, it's just easier for me as a writer to kind of know what her job was, and what the other characters' jobs were and how she would move through her day. And then I could really focus more on, the relationship and her character development, her interior life, and just create a great story.
Right. Well, The Palace at Dusk looks great, and I've read a few pages. It reads very well too. And you've written other books. They've been really successful, I think, at least one. And you have another one coming up after this one. Are you sticking with the romance genre?
I am. I think my books are kind of a blend of romance and women's fiction. I enjoy writing about romance, but I also really enjoy kind of delving into my characters' heads and kind of exploring their emotional journey, which kind of veers a little more towards the women's fiction.
Right. Okay. Well, it's The Palace at Dusk, available on Amazon. And Angela, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up next.